Thanks for joining me in this segment of Belly Flopping into Mysticism. Today, I just have a brief story involving something that I came across a couple weeks ago. The title Belly Flopping into Mysticism comes from a quote from Joseph Campbell, in which he said, "The psychotic person drowns in the same water in which a mystic delights." Joseph Campbell's work, had I known of it back in 1998 when I went through my journey, would have helped me significantly. So a couple of weeks ago, I was in one of the thrift stores just cruising around. I always like to check the book section, especially since a lot of the work I come across that would have helped me is from 40 and 50 years ago. These used bookstores, thrift stores often have books that are of great interest to me. Well, I happened to look as I was scanning, I came across a card that was sitting on the shelf amongst all these books. And looking more closely at it, at the bottom, it says, "Follow your bliss," which is a quote associated with Joseph Campbell. Above it, it says things like dream, vision, imagine, create, expand, begin, attempt. But what was interesting about it is attempt was crossed out, and below it, someone had written transform. Journeys such as mine are very transformative. And so just even that modification kind of caught my attention, not to mention just the card itself. When I opened it up, I noticed that it was dated from more than 15 years ago. And the month and date actually correspond to the day that my brother Jeff died in Las Vegas. The year was different, but the calendar date matched that of my brother, which I found to be an interesting connection. The contents read, "Happiest of years to you. Late, but thinking of you often. You do seem to be following your bliss, so this card is for you. Lots of love." Now, it wasn't signed by someone named Jeff. It was signed by a woman with a completely different name. But just the fact that it had the date and just saying, congratulations for following your bliss. I enjoyed that connection, but as I started recording this, I realized putting myself out there like this, starting the YouTube channel, I'm working on at least one book and actually hopefully a few books related to my experience, much of what I learned, what helped me, that type of thing. I don't know if this is following my bliss or just following a calling, because it isn't necessarily blissful to put yourself out there to be judged by others and that type of thing. Thankfully, I've found any number of people who are supportive of what I'm doing, even members of the general public who recognize, wow, seems like you've been through something, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a permanent condition. So am I following my bliss? I don't know if I would necessarily say that, but I do appreciate the card. So it was a special gift to me. So I guess happy Easter. Got a little Easter egg here, a tangible one at that. And may you find different types of Easter eggs that connect to you in a special way, that are beautiful little surprises. Maybe add a little color to your life, or add a little oomph, a little joy, and have special meaning to you. Hope you enjoyed the story. Thanks, and have a great day.